of all, this is the tradition in the ठीक है
ये तभी
हाँ
स्टार्ट करेंगे।
हाँ ठीक है बिल्कुल आप
सब लोग आ रहे हैं?
इंटरेक्शन करने को क्या
समोसे आ रहे हैं तुम लोग को।
हाँ sure.
Good evening everyone. Good evening sir. And good evening everyone who is watching live. My name is Shri Yuvraj Singh Digra. I am 2022 UPSC IFoS selected candidate and now currently posted in Aranya Bhavan as an IFoS officer of 2023 batch. So this is the first week of my in Assam and actually I am loving it. So I am here not as an officer or a selected candidate, I am here as an aspirant because just few years back I was on your seat and someone was here telling me how to crack this exam. The reason being this exam actually needs motivation, which is the most important thing. People do miss out on it and just focus on studying. Apart from motivation, it needs a dedicated teachers who can direct you, because teacher is the one who always guide you. Because in 21st century and that too in year of 2025, there is bulge of information. People are not suffering from lack of information, but people are suffering from volumes of information. Like if you take example of Jintu, he is preparing for CDS, along with he is preparing for UPSC, and along with that he is preparing for APSC. Now he might get confused which study material he want to use. There comes the use of teachers, because they can direct you which side to go. Saying this, now I first of all thanks Gaurav sir, Prashant sir, Ashirwad sir for giving me this opportunity to interact with you and all the people live. I welcome you all, because this will not be a boring session like I will dictate something, because everyone in this age know what to do. We will have an interaction session like what are your doubts, how should you prepare for the UPSC exam, how should you go for the APSC, because if we see both the exams, they are not divergent. Like if they are asking GS in UPSC, the same GS will come in APSC. But the only difference will be how they are asking question, and the analysis part or the level of difficulty may vary, but the standard books will remain same. So I will take few minutes and just tell you one thing. Have you heard about this word? Yes, can anyone tell me what is this? So every person might be having strength, weakness, opportunities and threat. So like someone's strength may be that he can study for 12 hours a day. For someone it may be he is very intelligent. He needs to only 2 hours to complete the syllabus, which others might be taking 4 hours. Similarly, there is one weakness. What is your weakness?
Remember dates.
You don't remember dates. Okay. Next. Anyone else?
I struggle with consistency.
Consistency. Exactly. Basically, what most of the aspirants or basically individuals miss is consistency and discipline. This is the biggest weakness. Because if you are sitting here, your brain is so much developed that you can think and you have limited or maximum cognitive abilities, but the only thing missing is consistency and discipline. So what opportunities you have? Anyone from the back side?
There are various opportunities through which we have to choose which is best for which we are interested in.
Yes. Like the best opportunity after seeing you here is you are all young, dynamic, and the third is the team of the teachers which you are having. Prashant sir, I have known him since many years because he is not only a teacher but he was my college senior also. I am from IAS Foundation, so sir is my senior also. So I have used his guidance to some extent in the last attempt for the studies of PSIR because he is a teacher of political science along with ethics. Next, if we see another strength here is Gaurav sir, who is sitting here. Can anyone tell me why I am saying he is your strength and opportunity both? You have been studying from him now?
Yes, sir.
Can anyone tell me why?
Because he is also a motivator.
He is a motivator. Next, good point. Next,
एक कहानी की तरह बताता है.
good. Next, actually, sir is a graduate from IIM, so he knows what to give you so that you can get the best result rather than giving you everything. Because in the market, it's very easy to tell random stories and attract people, but it is very difficult to sell small stories and get results. Because I was going through his book on history, so what he has done is he has actually created mind maps that it is very easy for you to remember history in chronological order. If you take example of other books or coaching institutes, what they will say is like today they will have a class, next day other teacher will come, he will have a different class, and history is not in chronological order. But if you study sir's book, which I have gone through now only by us having interaction with sir, it is very effective, not just for your prelims but also for your mains exam. So next opportunity and strength comes Ashirwad sir. So this is not the first time I am interacting with him. I have interacted with him last week also. I was with sir. So if you see, like how many of you first think that you need to go to Delhi for preparing UPSC or APSC exam? You can be very frank. Anyone thinks like that?
No.
Because in Delhi there is a very famous bookstore called as KBC and Akash Book Center. There the book of Ashirwad sir is being sold for internal security. So you are having him here only. So you can ask your doubts, queries, anything from them. And next, your opportunity is, how many know about Mount Everest? पता होगा ना यार? पता है ना सबको माउंट एवरेस्ट? पता है ना? माउंट एवरेस्ट चढ़ने के दो रास्ते हैं. One is from the Chinese side and one from the Nepal side. और इसमें समिट्स आते हैं बीच बीच में, और ये फाइनल एक पीक है. जो चाइनीज वाला रास्ता है ना, ये शॉर्टकट है, बट इट इज वेरी डेंजरस. इट कैन एंड योर लाइफ. बट जो नेपाल वाली साइड से रास्ता है, इट्स लॉन्ग बट हाई चांसेस ऑफ योर रीचिंग पीक. सो UPSC or APSC preparation is like a marathon. Gradually you have to build. So I am not here to demean any service or promote any service, because all are equally well, and it is one's work and efforts which will make you get that service. So we can see this summit is like something about 5,000 meters above from mean sea levels, and this is 8,000 plus. We can compare APSC, Assam Public Service Commission, as a summit. Even if you reach here, it's a victory, because not everyone can succeed till here. But if you push your limits to this point, you can reach here. So you can imagine the difference. If you are standing at a 5,000 height, the world view you will get, and the difference when you will stand at 8,000. This will give you more opportunities. This will give you better opportunities, but limited. So what I propose as your friend or as an aspirant, because I was also preparing for Punjab Public Service Commission. I gave that interview. I was selected as a BDPO, and in 2022 I was again selected as a Tehsildar, which you might be calling a circle officer here. So I left that post and went for this. Journey was from here to here is difficult, but rewards are also high. So I request everyone that if you are preparing for APSC, push your limits, because you can do it. Like if I have done, you can also do it. I come from a very humble background. My whole life I have stayed in a village. Like there is a scenario you might be thinking that Delhi is very far from your home. Actually, I live in a border area. My home is just 11 kilometers from border. I had no access to good education. First time in my life I used internet in 2011. Till that I never knew about UPSC, nothing. I went to the college. There I knew about UPSC. In 2017 I came to know about UPSC. I started preparing for that. In 2019, dedicatedly I prepared, gave my attempt, failed for 5 times. So failure should be a badge. You have seen officers putting stars, so failure is a badge. But provided that failure should be an outcome of your hard work, not just scrolling phones or just not giving full consistency to your work. So the crux is you need not go to Delhi. If you are thinking that you have a less capability as compared to others, don't think about that. I have never been to Delhi. My whole life I have studied from the basic books. Had I known about book of Gaurav sir before, I think I would have cleared UPSC civil service exam also. Because it is very good book. See, sirs are not sponsoring me or they are not asked me anything to say, to be very frank. Because I have seen their work. Like the book by Ashwat sir on polity. No book on polity will ever connect it with the political science. This is the first book I have seen which is connecting your polity with political science, because genesis of polity is through political science. So you have a good opportunity here. So next opportunities we have seen, like if you are preparing for APSC, you just need to push. Actually, you need not do much hard work. It is just like you have to have a motivation that you can do it. क्या बोलते हैं ना, मतलब समंदर बनने के लिए पानी का ड्रॉप से स्टार्ट होता है ना, just like that. If you have dreamt about APSC, you can also dream about UPSC. And before coming to this, I was working with Coal India Limited also. So, and before that, I was working with Volvo. Many might have heard about Volvo. So I was having an interaction with the vice president of Volvo way back in 2016. So he called me there to his office and we were having interaction. So I told him, sir, we are doing this. He told me, keep it aside. We will have a normal chat. He told me only one thing, and that has been the mantra of my life since 2016. Higher the risk, higher the reward. That risk should be hard work and dedication. It's easy to fill exam. It will cost only 100 rupees for UPSC exam. It is coming, I guess, in 2 days. Forms will be out. It is easy, but if you are consistent, you take guidance of sir. He is a good motivator. Na? Scratch his head. Push him to his limits. He will help you. Prashant sir will help you. Ashwat sir will help you. Other teams, faculty, everyone is there for you. They are into business of making officers. They are not here for free service. They are here to make you officers, because if they make you officers, more people will come. So use them to the maximum capacity you have. So next comes threat. What are threats to you? Exactly. Next.
Overloading
All the information.
and pushing yourself too hard.
You are pushing too hard.
Sometimes.
Good. So good. Your students are pushing too hard. So he is right that threat is quality of material you are getting in the market. Because with click of phone you get access to all the resources you want. Telegram is one of the best thing and the worst thing a student can have in his life. Because you are aspirants, you don't know what is the good content. Like if I am here and telling you the story, like many coaching institutes, what they are doing is they are just selling the fake stories. They will bring one officer, he will narrate his stories, how big he has become, everyone will become motivated. But what to do of that motivation? It's useless. Now you will feel motivated, pumped, after 15 minutes it will get reduced, 2 days gone. So two things you have to work on to reduce the threat. Choose the right content. Content you have good resource persons with you. Use their test series. If you are going for resources other than the smart IAS classes, it's normal if you are looking for other resources. It's normal. But ensure that quality of resource is good. Like someone is teaching about the local elephant diet, or local politician did something and it is very mesmerizing and you are finding it good, but it is useless. No one will ask you a question regarding that. So find the content, that is the biggest threat. And for the God's sake, reduce use of social media sites while you are preparing. It's complete distraction. Not just it wastes time, it reduces your attention span. Okay? Done with this SWOT analysis. Hope I have been useful in this to a little extent. Next comes to the prelims, mains and interview. 3 stages. APSC might have the same process. So in prelims, what is the strategy you are following?